Now then, I'm back out in the English Lake District, in the Coniston area, if it's not already obvious. So I'm just walking up through the Copper Mines Valley, up towards Levers Water, I think it is, isn't it? And I'm on my way up towards Wetherlam for a camp. So I say towards Wetherlam because I don't think I'll actually put the tent there. I'm thinking Black Sails is probably where I'm going to do it, but we'll see. Either way, I'll get up to Wetherlam at some point. Stunning at the moment, really quite warm. Forecast for this evening, looking pretty good. Very little wind, it's dry and 90% chance of being clear, so fantastic. It should drop down pretty cold. Potentially sort of -1, hopefully no more than that, because I've only got my 3-season gear. I've got some new stuff to test. Backpack, sleeping mat, tent, which I'm most excited about. I have put it up once, but only in the garden. So yeah, should be a cracking one this from what I've seen. Nice 360-degree views. So I'll bash on and I'll come back to you in a bit. Calm down. Sorry to startle you, mate. So, obviously at Levers Water. Is it Levers Water or Levers Water? Not sure. So yeah, just sat down having a little chill before my next ascent up. Not sure how high this is, but I think where I'm going is about 700 metres. I've just been checking Facebook because you can get pretty decent signal up here actually. And I posted my kit list on one of the wild camping groups, or hiking and wild camping groups, and I had a bit of feedback saying that they think I'll be too cold with the 4-degree quilt, etc. So got a couple of niggling little doubts, but I think I should be fine. I'm kind of thinking I might be uncomfortable, but I'm not going to bloody freeze to death out, am I? But we'll see. I'll get up there. I mean, it's easy to say now, but obviously when I gain a bit more height, it's definitely going to be colder, and it will cool down tonight as well, obviously. So I'll keep an eye out for spots a bit lower down. This would be an obvious one, wouldn't it? Really. Not particularly exciting, or not as exciting or interesting as being up high, but pretty pleasant nonetheless. So yeah, suss it out. Last thing I want to do is bail in the middle of the night, really. But like I said, I can't really see it coming to that unless the forecast's really wrong. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'll stop waffling anyway. So I've just stopped here to filter some water before I forget. I think this path, according to the map, seems to follow a stream all the way up. But yeah, like I said, just wanted to do it before I forget, because I don't think there's very much at the top, looking at the map. I've got a new water filter as well. So it's the Life Straw. And I got it, as you can see, pretty good. And I got it because my Bee-Free, which I loved, the bag is just really delicate. And I was just patching it up all the time. So it just got to the point where I thought, just get a new one. And the good thing about this one, the Bee-Free filter actually fits this bladder or bottle, whatever you want to call it, as well, and vice versa. You can also use this basically just straight into the water source, so you put it in and you just suck it out. But yeah, I won't be needing to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna get, I don't know, a good 1.5 litres of water, I think, and that should do me for my brews and my food, etc. Anyway, it's 25 to 5, so I should stop dicking around really and get up there. Not sure how long it's going to take me. 45 maybe? We'll see. Anyway, bash on. Right, so I've just made it to the massive cairn at Swale Hawes, is it? Yeah, must be Swale Hawes. So you get here and it's right up to Black Sails or left up to Swale Howe. So obviously I'm going up that way, so it shouldn't take that long. Good. You can see it all over there. Langdales, Scarfells, Crinkle Crags, Bowfell. Stunning. So, summit of Black Sails. Magnificent views, 2,444 feet I think it is. That should be quite easy to remember, shouldn't it? So yeah, looking down onto Coniston that way. And Levers Water, Swale Howe. I think that's called the prison. Should really show you, shouldn't I? Swale Howe, prison. I'm assuming old man's over there. Behind me, Crinkle Crags, Bowfell, Scarfell Pike, Scarfell, all the Scarfell range obviously. Pike of Stickle, Thundercarno, all the Langdales, probably Glaramara over there. Oh wow, yeah, amazing views on this side. I would say better looking that way than down that way. Anyway, I need to think about putting the tent up, and I can see there's that there's loads of places, especially on that side. The wind's blowing north-northwest, so definitely better that side, though the views aren't as good. So yeah, I think I might just go get the tent up. It's quite early, 20 to 6, so not even dark for another 2 hours. But I want to get the tent up, get all the kit in, and just kind of see what the temperature's like in there, see how much I can get warmed up, because as I said, it is going to drop pretty low tonight. And if I'm not confident, I'll drop back down, go back down to the bloody tarn or something. So yeah, I'll go have a look. So the views are actually lovely if you drop down a bit. Just looking for a pitch, because no wind here, as I said before. Mr. Hilleberg Solo has got the best one down there. Oh, but I might just go here. I think this will do me. And then if it's too cold in the night, I'll kick him out of his solo. Yeah, stop me. Only kidding, obviously. Tough day, but a bit of extra insulation in it. If I get the back end of the tent facing that way, and then I'll be looking down over to there. I'll just have a little scout round a bit further. Even down there could be better. Just had a chat with him, he looks quite hard, so plan B. Tent up. Turns out that guy, he's got a YouTube channel. So we've swapped channels. It's all the rage, isn't it now? So anything I did say, Northern Rock Hopper, I think it's Northern Rock Hopper, it's all in jest. Let's have a look at what I brought with me then, eh? Right, in the tent, so let's have a look at what I've brought with me, eh? Might take a while. So, food bag. Have I got something in there? Might be alcohol. Adventure food, pasta bolognese, so dehydrated meal. Coffee bags and hot chocolate sachets. A bar of fruit and nut. Some mixed dried vegetables, which I can put in my bolognese to thicken it up. Spare cloves, which I think I'll be needing tonight. What we got? Windproof mittens, a buff, a pair of gloves, another pair of gloves, a merino beanie, and my Rab, is it a micro alpine light or something? Anyway, down jacket. X-Ped pillow. My little Cascade Wild table. Ultra light. What else? Darn tough, thick wool socks for sleeping in. Merino wool long johns for sleeping in. Merino wool top for sleeping in. I think it's Icebreaker 200 or something. It's a thick one anyway. Nice and warm. Another buff. Thermarest Neoware X-Lite. So I think that's got an R rating of 4 point something. Could be wrong. But I think it should be warm enough. Because I'll put this foam mat underneath it as well. So extra insulation. This that I picked up today when I started to think I might be a bit cold. So it's one of them Sea to Summit liners. I've had one before. I weren't blown away by it, but you never know, it can't do any harm, can it? And got my Cumulus 250 down quilt, which is comfort rated to 4. Anything else? No, that's about it really. Obviously I've got all my electronics in this little bag. I keep my drone, my power banks, etc, etc. What else? A beer. I do pack more organised than this, by the way. I've got an Alpkit titanium mug, X-Boil stove in there, and I think about 150 ml of fuel. Obviously got a lighter, and that's just an extra cup. I've got another layer there that I can put on. Another beer. Another beer. In this, it's my first aid kit and toiletries and repair kit, so tenacious tape, stuff like that. Swiss Army knife, possibles really. Another beer. Waterproof pants, which I don't expect it to rain, but I thought I'd just bring them anyway because they're pretty light, and I can use them as like just an extra warm layer for my legs if I need them. Yeah, I think that's it. Just about. Oh, and a final beer, so if I do freeze to death, I probably won't feel it with the amount I'll get through tonight in alcohol. Ah dear. So yeah, there we go. time for the first beer. This might actually be the one that I slagged off the other week, you know. Anyway, it'll do regardless. So I think I'm just going to have a walk back up there to take in the view of all the big boys. As nice as it is down there, it's on the other side for me that it's all about. So yeah, go have a walk up. Got the moon up there behind me, on that side. And the sun setting behind me on that side. Decent.
I watched that Andrew Beavers as well. Do you watch it?
I do, mate. Yeah, he's good. I've met him actually.
Oh, yeah?
Just bumped into him.
Have you watched that Mal Greeny?
No, I haven't.
Mal Greeny, he goes out with his dog. Oh, that's quality that.
Beautiful, isn't it? Well, I've just been having a beer and a chat with the guy I mentioned earlier. Northern Rockhopper is his YouTube channel. So if you watch, nice chatting to you, mate. Hope you have a good night tonight. And yeah, send me those sunrise pictures tomorrow, will you please? Ta. Right, well, I think I'm just going to get myself settled in. Finish the rest of my beers, eat my snacks. I've not actually had my dehydrated meal yet. I'm sure you don't want to see me boiling water to put in that and eating that. I think I'm going to save that for just in case it does get quite nippy later. I'll just put the water in and use the heat a bit. So yeah, as I said, just going to chill out. I might come back to you before I go to bed. I probably will, just to say good night to you. But other than that, I always like the day after the camp. You get up bright and early and hopefully get a beautiful sunrise. And, you know, just get more time to spend roaming around the fells and that. And I just find I've got more time to film and whatnot. Don't have to have any fixed plans, really. Anyway, as per usual, waffling on. So I'll shut up and I'll see you later. Looking forward to whatever tomorrow brings. Who knows? But anyway, on that note, good night. God bless. Well, what a decent sleep that was. 9 AM now, so I have well overslept. Must have had 8 hours sleep, which is crazy. I did wake up once or twice this morning, feeling ever so slightly cold. So I've had a little wander outside the tent already, just for a quick refreshment break. It's currently raining. It's been sort of raining on and off really, only light, so not bad at all. A bit cloudier than it was yesterday, but feels quite mild really. So anyway, I'll get up soon, get my coffee on. I'm definitely going to go up to Wetherlam. Not a Wainwright bagger, but it's probably 15 minutes that way. And then I'm not sure what to do really. I can either go down back to Coniston from Wetherlam or come back here and come down this ridge, but probably not much point in going down this ridge really, because I've seen all the views from this side already. Well, the tide must have been out last night because wasn't really that clear, the sea, if you know what I mean, clear to see it, to see the sea. But yeah, now it's very obvious, tide's come right in. Don't think we're going to have as nice a day as yesterday, but it's still pretty mild and it's still pretty dry and not a breath of wind, so perfect. Right, well, I've had my morning coffee, not had any breakfast. I'll just have some nuts and chocolate or whatever whilst I'm on the move. So yeah, I've kind of half packed stuff away. So I just need to get the rest of the kit away and get the tent down and then up to Wetherlam. So back to you in a bit. So first impressions of the Abisko Lite 2. Really like it. I knew I would. I had the Abisko Lite 1 a couple of years ago, and that was a fantastic quality tent. Just a bit too small for me. So yeah, loads of room. Not a massive amount of headroom at the back there. I was on a bit of a slant, so I had to put my head that way. Ideally it had been that way. But I love the vestibule. Plenty of room, like I said. I think it's pretty solid from what I've seen on other people's YouTube videos. The poles are amazing. I absolutely love DAC poles. I think that one's 9.6 millimeters and I believe that one's 9. And you can also double pole. So if I did actually decide that I wanted to go out in stupid winds and try and wreck my tent, I'd probably take that. I'd probably do that. I think they're about 120 quid for the set. Weigh about 500 grams. So that'd take the tent up to about 2.5 kilos, which isn't bad really. I don't have a ground sheet, usually don't bother. I actually did bring one with me that I made myself just out of some polycro, but I forgot to put it down. But I don't think you need them generally. So I think it's 40D, the bathtub. I'll see how I get on without one. So yeah, I did actually order one of them Vern ones and then cancelled. So if anybody watches a lot of YouTube, you're probably familiar with the Vern 1 versus Hilleberg saga, which is a load of bloody nonsense really. But yeah, I cancelled that, and with the money I bought this. So you might be able to tell it's one of them B grade ones, and it's B grade because there's striping in the fabric, but it's literally just dye. It doesn't affect the tent at all. So yeah, I got this for about the same price as what I'd have paid for the Vern 1, and I just figured this is probably as good in the wind. It's 4-season, it weighs about the same, and it's got loads more room. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Well, that was good timing. Not seeing anybody all day, and then there's about 20 people just coming up the hill now. So yeah, tents away and everything. Wouldn't have bothered me like, but just goes to show you don't see anyone, and then all these.
Yeah, and also slightly less costly than being in the car.
So I just got told off by one lady there for filming without permission. No wonder she's walking on a bloody own in a group of 20, miserable cow. Leave no trace. And up back the hill we go to Wetherlam. So see you in a bit. Right, so there we go, Wetherlam bagged. Beautiful views up here. I'm just going to get myself back down to Coniston. And if there's anything to film, I'll show you on the way down. I've just stopped by this little tarnlet here on the way down from Wetherlam. Just needed to get some water, so I'll just stop for a bit, have a coffee and a bite to eat. Not had anything to eat yet really. But this would make a cracking spot for a camp, not too high up. Not much in the way of views over there, but behind me there is if you just walk 50 yards or so. So, always good to make a note of these places. Not sure what height it is. Have a look. That can't be right. 2,600 feet, doubt it. Anyway, I don't think it'd be that much effort to get up here. You've got a water source, decent views, a load of flat grass. So, yeah. Don't usually like to filter water from tarns, but it's going to be a while before I find a stream or anything, I think. But I'm just going to boil it anyway as well for me coffee. This stove's a winner as well. X-boil, love it. Just the simplicity of it. And light as a feather. Pretty quick to boil really. Happy days. I can see Pavey Ark over there. And what's it called? Stickletarn. So that must mean this one here is Lingmore, I think it is, Lingmore Fell, and on the side, well, Side Pike. And that is an absolutely brilliant spot to camp at that. Takes like 30 minutes from Old Dungeon Gill. Maybe a little bit more, but not long at all. And the views looking over to the pikes, just brilliant. I might go back and do that one, you know. I did film it the last time I did it, but I had some issues to say the least, so I think I've taken it off of YouTube. Yeah, I'll have to go back and do a better one. Right, just heading back into Coniston, so probably as good a place as anywhere to finish the video. So if you've watched, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Ciao!